Okay. Um,
We have the man, the myth, the legend, the guy behind the entire event on for us now. Myelin's gonna do the greatest category of all time, right after the second greatest category of all time. Are we hyped for the 2.5 hour?
I'd be a lot more excited if it weren't 1 in the morning.
That is completely fair, but I guess you're ready to get into it.
Yep. Okay. Broke a single cycle in HP3 piece. Yeah, and then two people got it in one race today. That's like mind-boggling. Okay, so time starts on the first cutscene skip, and I guess I'll explain the category once I'm into the game and moving around and all that. So I will give a countdown and we'll start. So we're gonna start in three, two, one, go.
Look, I think actually 4 runs got Myelin Cycle during Potterthon. Because I think two got it during Trifecta.
I know Matthew did. I did. Flo didn't.
Okay,
Um,
maybe Artful did, I don't know.
maybe. Uh,
Well, so at least three.
yeah, which is absolutely insane.
Like, it's, it's what, 2 frames?
Yeah,
Yeah. So Hundo in this game is interesting.
yeah. So there's three major requirements for 100%. So we need to get all 38 of the Triwizard shields. Um,
Which in itself isn't that bad. There's an all shields category, it takes like an hour 40. It's
yeah,
not a bad thing.
probably go down to like an hour 30 or something if we actually put some time into it. We need to get gold ratings on all three of the Triwizard tasks and all five of Moody's challenges, which we do the Triwizard tasks anyways because we need shields from them. But the challenges have some trickiness to them. I
Other
am
than Maze, we wouldn't need to do it for shields because it doesn't give any, but by going fast, we get it anyways.
yeah. And
First
then
skip of the run coming up. Log skip.
I think I missed it. I'm also low on beans, which is not good because I was not paying enough attention. Um,
Basically, if he got the right position there, he could just walk through that log and he wouldn't have to pull it or this next one.
I am feeling quite tired, so this will be rough. Um, so the last requirement, which is by far the most involved, is we need to get unlock and purchase all of the cards in the game. Um, so there's a bunch of little collectibles that are all over the game. That's gonna get us a decent chunk of the way there. Um, I don't know what I'm saying right now. Whew. Hang
Right
on,
now,
let me.
he's trying to get these specific jinxes on these duck bugs because there are what eight I think jinxes in the game.
10.
Eight different 10 different jinxes, and each jinx he needs to get a certain amount of casts to master the jinx essentially. And so throughout the entire run, he's basically anytime he kills an enemy, he's gonna be trying to kill it with a specific jinx to master that one.
Yeah, so each jinx I need to use a certain number of times throughout the run to gain mastery. Um, and we need to master all 10 jinxes, all four charms throughout the entire run. And unlock or getting mastery lets us or unlocks cards that we can purchase. A lot of these cards are actually really useful, and we'll be using a good handful of them throughout the run.
Yeah, that's really how the bulk of the times they've in this run came the past few years. Like
Yeah,
it went down from like barely under 3 hours, like 3 hours was hard to like now like three people have under 230,
yeah,
and records what like 221 or something,
222.
22.
Yeah, like we dropped 15 minutes in 3 days because we added two cards into the route. It's a really big change.
Some not all the jinxes require the same amount of spells, and some are really annoying to get the spells because each jinx you can only get on certain enemies. So Dugbugs, for example, the enemies he's been fighting, you can only get Orchideus, Abifor's, and Orbis, and it's the only place you can get Abifor's. The other two you can get on some other enemies, but
Well, I can get Avifors on other enemies. It would just
Oh,
be very slow.
yes, that's true. That is true. I forgot about that.
um,
Later, we'll be introduced to Urklings, which have three jinxes, as well as Mosps, which have three jinxes. Each of them have three, I think.
yeah. So 3 plus just generic jinxing them to death.
Yes. Is it 10 jinxes? I think it's 8. Is it not?
Some of them overlap. There's 5 enemies, so 15 with some overlap.
Orchideus, Aviforce, Orbis, Meliforce, Pullus, Vermiculus, Ducliforce,
Inflatus abublio.
Apiforce, Inflatus, and Bubble. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
totally
so
forgot about Salamanders, to be honest.
so a lot of these dug bugs early on, I'm just gonna kill in ways to make it fast. Our jinx power is really low at the moment, so killing things effectively, quickly, getting good mastery out of it isn't always an option.
Or worth it in some cases.
Yeah.
The first kind of, what, 20 minutes of the run is 20, maybe 25, is Mylin's going to be going through like the game almost as fast as possible, just getting all of the um, vanishing cards
Yeah.
for yeah, what is it, the Goblet of Fire
The
card, I
Goblet of
think.
Fire card, yeah.
And that's the one that will give, basically anytime you spawn into the levels, you'll have full extremis power, which is that bar in the bottom left corner, and so you'll be able to use extremis. And the nice thing about extremis, which I found out by just testing this run when I was learning it 4 years ago, is that whenever you have extremis active and you get a jinx, it gives triple the mastery. So, for example, Duckly Force, which you can only get on Scroots in the game, normally you need to cast Duckly Force 5 times, but instead you could just get two Duckly Force while Extremis is active, and you'll be mastered, which is very nice.
It yeah. It makes this a lot more manageable. Um Scroots in particular is one of those spots that tends to cause a lot of problems because
Yeah.
the way that not only is there only one enemy, one rare enemy to get Ducklefors on. I can't believe I'm low on Extremos again. Um
There's the bucket at the top.
it's also like not trivial in the slightest to get um a Ducklefors kill. It's pretty involved. Um and if you don't do like some pretty specific setups, you'll just kind of fail it. So a lot of people's first couple of runs will have to kill way more than 2 or 3 uh
I was really unlucky.
roots. Oh my god, please just kill it already.
Where is Hermione? Like, what the heck? So basically, there's the only enemy you can get Duckly Force on is the Scroot, and you have to basically the way to do it is you cast Aqua Erupto and it on the Scroot with two people, and then the third person jinxes it to death. Speaking is hard at 1 a.m. And that's the way to get Duckly Force. But throughout the entire game, there's one Duckly Force in a story mission, another Duckly Force in a story mission, but that one respawns every time you re-enter the forest level. A third giant Scroot in a story mission, two more Scroots in Herbology story mission, and then two Scroots in the maze. But in the maze, you're only Harry, so it's literally impossible to get Duckly Force. So there's seven Scroots, but then you can respawn the one of them infinitely.
You can I think does the big one in forest
No,
respawn
the big
too?
one doesn't. The big one does not.
Okay. Yeah, so we get one.
So basically, he has 8 Scroots that he's gonna kill, ideally, because he can kill the small Scroot is right in front of the big Scroot when he goes to kill it, anyways. Um, and he needs to kill 4 Scroots for sure to get one of each Jinx type. He needs at least 2 for the Duckly Force, so that's five kills. And then 2 of them have to be Inflatus kills because it's in the maze. So he only has like 6 chances to get Duckly fours, but also Duckly fours on big Scroots is or on the big Scroot is like
Really
almost
hard.
impossible. I think I actually got it in my current PB, but it's like stupid.
I do have setups to get Ducklifors fairly consistently. Um, on story mission Scroots, I don't have one for the respawning one because the respawning one
Yeah, you
moves pretty randomly and there's a lot of rocks that get in the way which distract the AI.
yeah. And then also by that point, you're so powerful with your jinxes that they just die so easily that it was likely to explode. I've had that problem many times. Oh, they're really not cooperating
Come on.
today.
Oh, okay, I think I got that one. That's nice. So
Yeah, that should count.
there are there's a couple so we mentioned that there's, different jinxes for killing different enemies in different ways. And they fall into like different like groups. So, whether you're just jinxing an enemy to death or whether you're charming it first and having another AI character jinx it. Um Two of the spells for each enemy require you to stun an enemy before you kill it. So getting those spells while you're in Extremos can be really challenging. So I'll try to
Yeah,
set up enemies before I start using Extremos in order to
because
ensure that I get them.
stunning isn't just like doing a certain amount of damage and then it will be stunned. No, it's doing a certain amount of hits to the enemy. So because your hits just do so much damage, even like 2 hits will kill it, but you need 3 to stun, for example. So it's
Um,
literally just impossible to
a
stun.
lot of it is also dependent on like the animations that the enemy is going through. Like if it's preparing to attack you, it's more likely to get stunned than if it's just, standing next to you. So there's a couple enemies where I can manage to usually get Extremos or to get stun kills while using Extremos, but it's still pretty
Self,
random.
for example, it's possible, and then the easiest one is obviously Mosps. They will die. They will get stunned and die, which is really nice because that gives us the the spell that we get from that is Ridiculous, which is that's the only way to get it is from the Mosp. And so like the Mosp grinding takes literally like what like 90 seconds.
Uh, it's like a 5 or 6 minute split, but yeah, that's a fun spot. One of the things so with most enemies, our concern while we're in Extremos is we're dealing too much damage and killing them too fast. So we'll actually use different characters because we it'll lower our damage output. With Mosps, we're dealing too little damage. So we have to power up in order to kill them with Extremos.
Yeah,
It's
but
it's a
the Mosp
nightmare.
is really fun because as you kill them, you get more blue beans, which replenishes the bar. So literally, you could just go like 2 minutes straight without leaving extremis if you play correctly, which is
Yeah,
actually insane.
in a perfect split, in a perfect farm for Vermiculus, you would enter the level, use Extremos, and never have it run out.
Yep.
You do all of the farm in one, and that's pretty rare. We usually get it in two.
Oh, you don't kill that guy?
No, well,
That's fair.
I don't have Jinx cards yet,
Yep.
and I don't want to
Yeah.
use the Extremos because I want to use it in four.
On the previous level, no, previous shield before the one that he just got, he got the vanishing card down by the 3 blocks over there. Um, so he'll collect all of those in each of the levels.
There is a glitch that can happen with the vanishing cards that it shouldn't happen. I'm
No.
confident enough that it won't. But the way the vanishing cards work is once you enter a level, it'll spawn, and after a certain amount of time that you've been in the level, it'll vanish, and you'll have to exit and re-enter the level in order to collect it. Um, if you collect a vanishing card the same frame it vanishes, the game registers that it doesn't need to spawn it anymore, but it doesn't actually put it in your inventory. So it's just permanently gone.
The only way to fix that is realize it happened and
Quit the
quit
game.
out of the game without saving.
Yeah.
Quit. So quit the main menu or force quit the game. Only way. Horrible. I've never gotten it.
I've
Mine was
gotten it
the
in a couple of
time.
spots. I've had it happen in exterior for some reason, and then once or twice in bathroom. The bathroom timing is really tight.
Yeah, bathroom's like really the only one. And then like herbology for some reason if you were slow. If the AI didn't want to cast at the rock.
Or if you're getting really trolled by the mosps.
That too. Here's a nice skip. He's using the block. He's not supposed to be able to like put the block here, or the game didn't really intend for him to put the block here while he was up here, but he can do it. Nice. I'm gonna grab. Nice.
Skipped a ledge grab, which gave a bit of time, but I didn't quite realize what situation I was in. Not very common.
Yeah. Gonna buy some cards to upgrade Ron's Jinx, and he'll play as Ron for the foreseeable future. Um, and that's just because he has a Jinx that's like 5 times as powerful. Because he got the double Jinx card and then up the actual power of his Jinx with 2 plus 50 cards.
Game wants you to move those rocks, but if you just kind of wiggle around back and forth in a not very specific and random way, it'll just sneak through.
It
So
can
I'm gonna.
also, if you bring it to like the right hand side, it will just kind of go through.
You timed that well. You can make it back through that spot, but I messed up.
Wrong spell.
Yeah. Usually not talking this much during a run.
That was really lucky that the Duckbook didn't hit you there.
Okay, this is usually not very successful, but try it. So I'm going to use Extremos on these Dugbogs. I really need Extremos at the end of the level, but if I play my cards right, I should be able to get enough blue beans to make that up.
Yeah, you should get it back from the salamanders. I
Ooh, I
always
have a
don't
fourth.
like using it here because of the rocks.
Yeah.
I just do Orchideus and I guess it's fine. And you got an Aviforce. Oh. I don't know if it's really worth it for just those 4. Like, ideally, you would want to, like, use it on the salamanders, but you just can't get it back in time.
Yeah.
Because, like, later in the run, we're literally just gonna enter a level and go to kill 8 salamanders and repeat, like, what, 5, 6 times?
World record does it 2 times.
Really? Wow.
Yes. Well, it's 2 extra cycles.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there's a bunch we have to go through. Yeah, there's a spot with 8 salamanders that we just happen to have to run through 5 times. So we'll kill all of the salamanders each time we go through it. But it's
5 times?
never enough. 4 times we have to go through there, I think.
That's 3. Bridges and the 2 taps. We don't go there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is fire skip, by the way. Can you skip the fires? You'll probably see this explained more during any percent later today, I guess.
The second to last run, yeah.
Yeah. In what, 15 hours?
Just want to make sure I'm getting enough blue beans.
I don't know if Orchideus actually gives blue beans.
I'm not sure.
Because there's definitely some jinxes that just don't, straight up doesn't give blue beans. Like I think Polis doesn't, for example.
There's a few that will give you more on average. And have to be able to make.
I think if you pull it more, yeah.
I had to turn around.
Oh my god. Oh, there we go.
I always have troubles with that one.
Yeah, if you don't get the the Uber Tuber shot first try, then Ron or Harry and Hermione get in the way. Not great.
So these mushrooms I'm hitting, they do give me cards, but they're the only cards in the game that don't actually do anything. I need to hit all 5 of them just because that's part of the definition is we need the cards from them.
Yep. I just realized that nobody updated the gamer title.
Yeah, that's been my job for most of this.
Is it not set game? Or am I not a super mod? I think it was
Should be
set.
a super. Maybe you're not. Not sake.
It is set game. It's not game set. It is set game. So I'm just not a super mod, I guess.
Yeah, so in order to get Extremos, we're specifically looking for blue beans. And you might notice, hey, there's a bunch of blue beans just like sitting on the path in this level. Why are we
Yeah, they
so
don't count.
concerned about them? Just the ones in this level don't count. Anywhere else, if there's a blue bean sitting on the path, it's perfectly valid, but here it doesn't work.
It's literally like all of them in Forest, right?
Yeah, even on like return trips.
Yeah. So weird. Apparently you're getting special blue beans. Also, he can move during this cutscene, so you might see Ron at the end of it.
Couldn't quite get it to work.
Yeah, probably got stuck somewhere.
Okay, that worked. Got it.
Let's go. So he got the skirt stunned by getting him to run into a wall, and then uh, got he started casting Aqua Erupto, and his friends joined him. And then by jinxing it, it killed the skirt. But because he had Extremis, he got triple the mastery. And he also waited for the actual duck to appear, which is important because if you don't do that, then you don't get the card.
I didn't get the card. I didn't wait long enough, but I do that intentionally because there's one later on that I'm gonna try to get it on.
I think that
That
one might have actually counted though, because the duck did appear, but
oh, it did. So
yeah,
okay,
like just barely.
yeah. I'm usually not banking on that one. I'll
Alright,
just try to hit the shield as fast as I can.
that's fair. That's totally fair.
This is a vanishing card that people tend to have a lot of difficulty with because Booba shots can be really annoying.
There's a mini shield to his right here. He's gonna intentionally not get it right now, to get it later, because depending on which mini shield is the last to spawn, the big shield that, or the last that you collect, the big shield that spawns from that spawns in a different location in the level. So if you were to get basically any mini shield other than that one last, it would spawn in a really horrible position that takes like a minute plus to get to. But instead, if he gets that one, it takes like 10 seconds to walk from that mini shield to the actual end, and only like 30 seconds from where he spawns in.
It usually doesn't, yeah. So most levels, it really doesn't matter which one you collect last because when you exit and re-enter the level, it'll always spawn in a consistent location. And for most of the levels, that consistent location is right next to the spawn. But in this level, it's like a minute walk to that spot.
To be fair, it doesn't do that in herbology either.
Really?
If you collect a bad mini shield last, because in one of Seinfeld's practice runs, he collected the shield right before the gillyweed greenhouse last. The
Oh,
shield
and
that
it
he spawned,
spawned
it
all the
spawned
way
at the
back.
top. It spawned at the top of the greenhouse.
At the wow,
That's where it spawns. It's disgusting.
that's
And
awful.
and and the worst part, he went up one staircase. It's blocked off, and he has to go to the other one.
um, do you know if the one by the book does that too? Because that would be actually worse, having to go all the way back to the story starting location.
It,
It's not close.
I imagine it probably does, but I can't confirm. There is another location where it spawns. You know the one that we cast Accio at in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
If you get that one launched,
Oh
it spawns
yeah.
on that platform there, which is pretty funny.
So this is the first of the Triwizard tasks. Um, Again, I have to get a gold rating on here, and the way that I do that is just one by completing the level without dying, and two by collecting these rings of red beans, which there's really not a lot else going on in this level, so collecting the red beans is just kind of keeping me focused anyways, so we also want to hit those blue rings because they speed us up and want to go fast. But like
Sick, doesn't it?
HP6, I don't know if they mentioned this in HP6. Sometimes the rings you'll go through them perfectly and it won't count. It just won't speed you up. They'll be
It's
fake.
almost like if you hit it perfectly in the middle, it just doesn't work.
Yeah,
Also, say can't update title either. He's not super null.
that is wacky. Maybe I think I couldn't get the title command, not the set title, but just title. I couldn't get it to work. So maybe there's something weird going on with Stream Element.
Mylin's revealed his face before. And just normally plays without face cam.
I don't usually use Basecamp. One, my surroundings aren't usually tidy enough, and two, I don't know, I don't really like it.
Should have
Webcam
closed the
also looks
closet.
terrible.
Should have closed the closet. Yep.
Uh, there's stuff in front of the closet.
Yeah, I figured I have the same problem.
I have a very small room with way too many things in it.
Yeah, my new place, the room is smaller, and like my old room was already too small.
Yeah,
Like I still haven't unpacked all the boxes because I don't have anywhere to put it. And I moved what 2 weeks ago now.
I that one got the last one.
Another thing about these blue rings is if you get hit, um, while you have the blue ring active, yeah, it actually stops it. So mine lost a few seconds to that during this one.
It's actually a really bad first task.
212. When is sub two? What is I up? Like 201?
I think so. But that was literally just like taking the split off of the any percent record.
Yeah. All right, bathroom.
Oh,
Terrible level.
worst level in the game, at least for 100%. We're gonna spend a lot of time here.
So much grinding. So much bullshit. I wish we could find a way in the egg to get back to the start faster
Yeah.
somehow. Be sick. Imagine like there's a proxy off the salamander.
To get
Fuck.
up, man, that'd be
That'd be insane.
yeah. Or if there was something to proxy off of up here to get down to the egg. Oh, but then you'd be stuck. No, I think you can hit the. You can pull the bridges down from the bottom. But then I
Uh,
think you'd be trapped
by the
by the
steam,
steam.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you couldn't go back to the like where we go climb up it and return.
Thanks, Heaven. Not worth it, but I want to do it. Got it.
Oh, the let's go see it.
You can get that fast. It saves a bit of time, but it's hard to get it fast.
Did it really make a difference because you had to wait on their enemies?
Well, they move faster when they're off screen. So
Yeah, I guess.
the longer you can be off screen, the better. They'll actually teleport if they get too far. I'm losing time on all of these ledge grab skips, as I usually do.
Not even ledge grab skips, ledge fall skips.
Yeah. There's a couple of really nice ones. Oh, we don't do that one in 100%. The one on Bathroom Lilies,
Oh yeah.
you can skip like three
All four.
of the animations.
3 or 4, either. Yeah. So you don't come from that air outside.
That's also the shield where I'd usually get this many. But
Oh, and your route that only you do.
in any percent and in all shields, yeah. I don't have any blue beans, and I'd like to have some by the end of the level.
When is taking this Reki back, by the way, to have all 3 again? Or not again.
This run can still do it.
That's fair. 2 world records in a row, Post Jam?
That'd be nice. Want the... No! Give me the bean! Was that fake?
I was looking at the counter to make sure everything's above. I guess it would be better to use the extremis on the last part anyways. There's 4 of them, right, that come out rather than 3?
I usually try to use it on the Urklings, which
Oh,
maybe isn't the greatest idea, but it works.
yeah.
Like my favorite trick in the game, you can reach this cauldron.
That's sick. And it actually saves time in Hundo. Hey, SLS is here.
Saving the day.
With
Isn't it
1
like...
fewer records than he had 4 hours ago.
Isn't it like 6 in the morning, SLS?
It's 6:30. He has the next run though,
Oh, that's fair.
but that's 2 hours from now.
Yeah, and we are still behind in schedule.
I think I thought we were like even now.
We were like 30 minutes behind going into
But
Blaze's run.
Blaze saved us a bit, and then I saved us some. You were supposed to start this run at 12:51, and I think you started at like just after 1.
Just before.
Before 1, yeah. So not.
We're pretty close.
I'm quite quiet. Are you sure about that?
Okay, we got that. Oh, that sucked. We still got 2. That's something. I don't know.
I guess I should post that in here. Oh, you did.
Told you it was.
Yeah, he did. He told me, and I said, I told him like maybe during Potterthon, but probably not because who knows? And then it happened by a minute and 12 seconds.
I don't think I'm gonna get enough Urkling, so I'm just gonna skip them and get everything during farm.
Yeah, may as well. There's more Steam to deal with on this game state, anyways.
And no Urkling card.
True.
Oh, climb. Well, I guess I... What? What did he jump on? There's two. There,
This game.
there's a couple of spots where that'll happen, where you'll run in a circle and he'll just jump on nothing. One of them is on a set of stairs, which I guess is reasonable. You know, it's at least a slope you're going down, but that does not make sense.
It was just
Hey,
poor.
got the tricky dragon.
You get it now.
Yeah, I just want to get it
I
out of the
actually
way.
normally get it. I actually normally get it before I go in while I'm waiting for the second cauldron.
So do I.
You just forgot it.
I just forgot this time.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That was. There's a little like micro time save I can get every time I enter a level by just pressing left at the right time so that I don't get like the scrolling animation as it auto selects cards. But if you press
Later
it
on,
at
that
the
actually
wrong
saves.
time, lose a lot.
Yeah. Later on, that saves what, like 2 seconds every time once everybody has cards.
A lot more than that because if you accidentally automatically equip to
Oh
Hermione,
yeah. Oh my god. You're right.
yeah. So there's going to be a point later on where I'm going to be very careful to make sure that I always do that because it will lose me like 30 seconds if I mess
Would you
up.
take them away if you only bought in one card for Hermione?
The Goblet of Fire card and the creature cards always unequipped.
They unequip it. Also,
Um,
SLS is gonna get a record next run too. So if you get it on here, it will be three in a row.
three in a row.
New rule set, new route for 200.
Oh yeah,
Assuming he doesn't like play absolutely horrid.
and that Sake doesn't ruin it like I did.
What do you mean?
This is his redemption run from 2 years ago, where we had internet problems and he had 1 frame per minute. Oh my god, please.
I kind of want to say it for that run, but I also don't because it will be 3:30 in the morning.
I have to wake up a couple hours after his run to start restreaming again, so I will not be doing that.
I don't think I have to be awake until the quiz because I think I told SLS I would join that again.
I definitely could have used the mouse at one of those spots because there's a whole bunch of beans going up this tower.
Oh yeah. No.
Come on, Harry. Literally anything is helpful. Thank you. Cool. Then I think we're gonna be a little low, but it's still worth it to get a few of those.
I think this will get you to like half ish.
Because it doesn't go all the way up the tower, which is
6 beans and 7 beans, 8 beans, 9 beans. Looks like you need 12.
I always thought it was 10, but I literally never counted, so.
You got 9, and looks like that 1 is not enough for that. I think it's 3. 10? Come on, you get it from the
Yeah, and it's
fires.
2 more after here. Oh, I got 1!
Rip.
Take it. So I just gotta kill 1. And I mean, I gotta stun these guys anyways, because I want to get
Yeah.
as many Polis as I can.
Another reason why he's using Ron here, he's the only one with the strong jinx, so it's a lot easier to use it.
Nice.
Nice off of Reptip.
That was not bad for Extremos, especially using Ron.
Yeah, and in this area, there's just so many that are on screen at once.
Yeah. Okay. So we have 3 vanishing cards that we're still missing. We're gonna get them all back to back to back.
Can't really hear the game audio.
No?
No. Also, yeah, I am very low on screen.
Really? Okay, I guess I can just turn up the desktop audio when I.
Yeah, it should fix both things.
Okay, I think I lost. I think I made that work.
Oh, see. Yeah, you can hear them casting spells at least for sure. I heard that line from Harry. Alright, so this is one of the levels, like, it's like the only level you can get the vanishing card during the story mission, which is convenient because it's like the last level that's unlocked and we want to get the vanishing cards as quickly as possible.
Nice, he didn't spawn.
Gotta love it when they don't spawn.
Mashing jinxes seems to make it more consistent. Them not to spawn, but
Game is so weird.
yeah.
So he needs to go both left and right here. He's gonna go right to make sure he gets the vanishing card before it disappears. If he went left, he wouldn't have enough time.
That's a fun one to learn the hard way.
Yep. Like, even if you go get, like, the mini at the beginning, you won't have enough time most of the time.
Oh, okay, okay. It
Why do
almost
you...
got stuck.
Wait.
Why
Oh,
did
no,
I
no,
cast
no.
on that?
No. I thought you were missing a vanishing card. But you didn't. You can't do minis. You can't do the bathroom one yet. So I'm just. You're good.
Yeah, we can't do the bathroom one, the bathroom vanishing card, until we have Herbivicus. So we could actually quit out and grab it now, but it doesn't offer any advantage to that. Have to replay everywhere we've gotten to. Apologies. Just do that next.
You could get it. It would just be stupid.
Yeah, it'd be very slow.
Herbivicus isn't needed for the card, but it's needed for the shield that we get while we're getting the card.
Yeah.
It's the only shield remotely near it.
I don't know if you can make it to that card if you take the top path.
No.
Be sure,
No,
yeah.
you can't, because you would have to. How would you even get there?
Oh yeah, because you gotta pull down the. Yeah.
And it's tight enough as it is.
Yeah, going from the top would just be possible. I have no blue.
Oh, for the skirts, damn.
That is really, really bad. Is there enough stuff that I can cast at here to get it?
There's something. I don't know if there's enough though. That bucket there, I think. Oh, 3 from that.
One more, come on. Okay, we got it.
Cool.
Oh, don't charge now.
What are you trying to get his next Deathly Force? Because if he gets it here, he's guaranteed to get the card.
That worked. Okay, that's something.
Wow.
And then this one, I'm literally just gonna jinx to death.
Yeah, get the explosion. It's a big one.
I didn't get it.
Oh, he got on top. That's really unfortunate. He's probably close to dead.
We got 6 Ducklifors. 7 Ducklifors.
Oh,
So we get
actually,
1
that's
spare.
actually not really ideal.
Yeah. We get a couple of spares. I have to kill 1 with a Jinx, and I have to kill 1 with Avifors. And Avifors is pretty tricky, but not too
Yeah.
bad.
Try it on the small one each time you go there.
Yeah.
And should hopefully get it at least once.
And then we're guaranteed to get Inflatus.
Yep.
So there's actually, you can skip these 2 if you're like really confident that you can get Ducklifors and Avifors. But
One of
I'm
them worth
not at that
extreme.
point yet.
That was worth extreme.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Ani.
This dragon did get it. I thought I missed.
I'm for the worst part of this story mission.
Whoa!
Well, what?
It just went through the.
Wow!
Yeah.
That's. I think I've gotten it to go through before, but like not like that.
That's
Normally
like
just cast
task
at
level
the.
stuff.
I normally just cast at the like barrel.
Yeah.
Barrel.
You
But
cast at the pot and it breaks and you can just walk behind.
that was disgusting.
I want that. Thank you. So that is traditionally the hardest card to get, is to get Inflatus on a Mosp. Now I am a little crazy, and I'm gonna try grinding Inflatus on Moss for a little bit. I'm not gonna try to get all of my Inflatus on Mosps, just kind of back up for the end.
How did he not hit you down? That looked like he hit you, but I guess he hit you like as the other guy was hitting you. It didn't count. That's surprising.
Yeah, usually they don't care if you've already been hit. They'll just keep wailing on you. That red Mosp that was there. All of the Mosps in this level are now red Mosps, which have uh higher hit points, knock you over instead of just stunning you, and
And do
deal
more damage.
way more damage.
It's like what 18
Something
instead
like
of
that.
12.
But they also tend to chain you, so they'll hit you and knock you over. They'll hit you while you're on the ground to get you a second hit, and as soon as you stand up, they'll hit you again. So you can just go from 100 to 0 and have like no choice in the matter. Camera.
Camera is not the greatest thing in this game.
No.
When it's finding a clip down here, just land on the fire.
So Cinna has actually clipped down this on the way up. He hasn't done it on the way down. And unfortunately, the shield doesn't exist in that section, in that space yet. So you can't clip and get it early before like breaking the pot at the top. But if we could find a consistent way to clip over the railing on the way down, then that could save some time.
Yeah.
That one always takes so long to get put out. The reason I'm putting all of these fires out is we need to master all of the charms in addition to the jinxes. Most of the charms, just, we'll master them just playing the game normally.
Literally all of them, except that one.
Except Aqua Recto, yeah. So we have to put a lot of extra time into making sure that we're mastering Aqua Recto.
Basically, it's like if you see a fire, destroy it because you're probably gonna need it. Now mine's gonna get the last or second to last vanishing card, and then he'll go and get the last one right after, so that he'll have the Goblet of Fire card, which will make grinding enemies or mastery much simpler.
These guys can be a pain if you leave them alive, and we have enough time where that doesn't matter that I killed them. I just have to
Oh, did you
not.
not get the salamanders that spawn here again during story? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I forgot about them. Yeah. Oh well.
It sucks. Just two. But they're two really easy and fast ones.
So you
Probably would
can.
have given you enough for Erklins as well. Don't know.
Oh yeah, they might have. Well, no, I used it on the salamanders by the egg. I don't know how I got enough blue beans, but I did. So all of those grates I just pulled down, you can actually pull them down like while standing right next to them, but it goes considerably slower. And this is the only shield that is anywhere close to the vanishing card we just got. Get that?
That's why we don't get the vanishing card before Herbal. We need Herbivicus.
We're gonna get the vanishing card, and while we're here, we're gonna get a gold rating. This challenge. Get it on all five, so we'll just get this one out of. Because we get the vanishing card, this one is actually kind of tight, so I can only miss so many of these throws.
I think 2 or 3, depending on how fast you go. You literally just have to smash everything in this level. It's kind of weird, not gonna lie. And your friends don't help you.
I
This is
don't know what
actually,
they're doing.
yeah, that's really weird. This is one of the few levels, uh, not one of the few. This is one of the levels that gets significantly faster in co-op.
But only in, like,
Oh, Hundo.
yeah, and only third. Buy cards first, and then I'll keep looking.
That's fair. He's now powering up Harry's Jinx as well as Ron's, so they'll both have double Jinx with more power.
Those are the wrong ones. There we go.
Maybe not point in buying all 3 of those now. Oh yeah, you need. Never mind. You need to do that.
Okay. So I need to auto equip Harry. Hermione, we need to equip. Creature. Earthling. So now, from this point on, so you just saw I spent all that time manually equipping cards to Hermione. Um, when the game has an auto equip feature, where you can just let it assign cards for you, and it more or less randomly chooses between all of the cards that you have unlocked. We really don't want that to happen with Hermione because we have 9 cards with her instead of the 3 that we have with everyone else. So if we,
But it won't even choose the creature cards or character cards that we
yeah,
have equipped. So so like it's really bad.
So that Goblet of Fire card and the or the Urkling card that I equipped will always be replaced with one of the cards that I purchased. Um, so if I accidentally auto equip, I have to manually go back and re-equip all of the cards to Hermione. I only have 3 cards with Ron and Harry, so it's fine if I do that, and I probably will a few times just by accident auto equip to one of them. But I have to be really careful with Hermione.
As long as you don't mash through all 3, though, you can go back, right? Or does it
Um,
save it straight away?
I think it saves it straight away.
That's unfortunate. At least you can go through Harry. And then realize, see, I messed up. So yeah, the Goblet of Fire card gives you Extremis, like full Extremis, at the beginning of every level when you enter, and that is very much abused.
Bad. I can't see anything.
Nice camera. Would have liked to get more kills with Extremis active, but they weren't really cooperating. Sometimes
Yeah.
there's just nothing you can do. Oh, you actually put that fire out? I normally just smash.
I don't really need to, but it's nice to not have to worry about it later on.
Yeah.
So all that time that we've spent in this run collecting blue beans, we never have to do that again.
Which is fantastic.
Every time we enter any level, Hermione will have 1.5 bars of Extremos. The wall, really?
Do you do the other pillar?
You don't need to break the pillars.
I'm pretty sure you
Put out
do.
the fires. We break the pillars because it puts out the fires and it's faster.
I thought you needed to do the pillar. Could have sworn. But I guess
Lost a
means
lot
no.
of time to buy cards.
Yeah, you went into Ron. Are you behind or ahead?
A minute and a half behind.
Possible to make that back. Won't be easy though.
Being behind or ahead also just doesn't matter. It doesn't mean very much in this game because mastery is too important. Oh, one other thing. At this point in the run, the order in which I collect shields really doesn't matter that much. I'm gonna do them, you know, like stage by stage because it means I don't have to change my cards as often. But the individual shields within the stage, it really doesn't matter what order I get the cards. Everything up until the point where I got the Goblet of Fire card, the order of shields really matters. We specifically choose shields where it's easy to get Extremos or where Extremos makes a very minimal difference. Like there's basically no enemies to kill. Because I'm going to be using Extremos on every single stage I enter. It is just that powerful. It's gonna save that much time.
Great mechanic. Love it.
Back again, eh? And there are still several shields to go.
This run would be a absolute nightmare.
It was.
It was, yeah.
we don't need to imagine. It was.
I remember those 3.5, 4 hour runs.
Oh my god, no, thank you. I never again. Alright, hopefully this run isn't another Hundo Invalid run, like we've had, what, 3 of so far?
I've already got Ducklifors. I've already got Inflatus. I've already got Vanishing cards. So something would have to go really terribly wrong for that to happen.
It's kind of insane how we've had 3, though.
Yeah.
'Cause it was, what, the first run
Yeah.
after technical difficulties, and then Rednick's run, and Zeba's run. Wait, no,
Mike.
not Rednick's run. Mike's run. Yeah, and Rednick's run was also invalid. But that was any.
What happened with his any percent run?
His PS2 crashed, so he had to load the only save he had on his mem card, which skipped like 17 minutes of gameplay.
Oh my god.
It skipped straight from, I think it was death, or from Quidditch to teachers. Which is like nothing really interesting goes on in those 17 minutes, but like, you know.
That's fortunate. At least, and I understand that I'm absolutely jinxing it by saying this, we haven't had many tech issues. Day 2 has been going much more smoothly than day 1 did.
And we passed
Oh yeah, we passed day 2.
all the goals.
And we passed
Yeah,
all the donation goals. Yeah. So there, I can say it. Day 2 was smoother than day 1.
Not wrong. But it also wasn't hard to do.
Yeah. What the hell?
It's actually really sick that we passed all the donation goals. I honestly didn't really know what to expect after last year.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
would
any
do
of
as
us
well?
did. Like, we literally put down, SLS and I were talking, like, last year was an anomaly. We didn't think we'd come anywhere close to doing that. I can't.
And yet we passed it.
Yeah. So we didn't know what donation total to put down. Just like, oh, 500's like a good number. We've made that a couple of times.
And Emphas was like, ha, funny.
Yeah. Third donation of the event was $500. It's like, okay, we need a new goal. So this is a shield that,
Everybody hates.
yeah, this trips up a lot of runners. You gotta do some really specific stuff in order to make this likely to succeed. And I think Ron's screwing us over now.
So next year, in-person Potterthon, $5,000 goal. Yep.
Easy. This is not going to make it. Yeah, so you need all 3 of these characters to be like up close to this top wall in order to move this block in one like motion. And Ron was too far down, so it didn't make it. So I'm gonna have to move that again. Now, in all shields, or depending on the any percent route you use. What on earth? You might need to grab the mini shield down here. And when you grab the mini shield, it spawns the Urklings. And these Urklings spawning make moving this block crazy hard. I don't think... Yeah, this isn't close enough. Because one of the characters tends to be down on the floor, and if they are, they'll just get comboed by the Urkling.
You got lucky here that they were, or it doesn't really matter for you, but that all 3 of them came up. Or all 2 of them.
Yeah. Enough. I almost jumped down.
That was kind of unlucky you couldn't grab it from that from that second area.
Yeah. And the AI can actually cast at that block from the floor too, but you can't for some reason. Just the AI can. So
The AI can do some weird things.
in co-op runs, there's sometimes you need to just drop out so that the AI can do some impossible feat.
Like teleport.
Yeah, the AI moves faster when they're off screen, and if they get far enough off screen, they'll just straight up teleport. So, um, yeah, we'll just like spread the human characters as far apart as we can, doing different tasks at the same time,
if we
then
do
drop
have
out.
in-person Potterthon next year, we have to do like all the co-op runs possible.
Oh yeah, I don't care who it's with. I will drag whoever is sitting next to me into an HP4 co-op run.
Is there any other good co-op runs that we could have? Obviously, we could do like 2P1C. Yeah. 2P1C race. 2P1C race. Oh my god. That'd be pog.
We can do QWC matches.
Oh yeah. We
Um,
could do. Oh my god. We can do 7DS multiplayer.
most of the handheld games have multiplayer, but they're not great, but they exist. Um, it'd be cool to see an actual co-op Lego.
Oh yeah. If we do 4 co-op, well, or when we do 4 co-op, can we do it on Xbox, Kipo? I wonder how much slower X4 Xbox HDD would be.
What was GameCube? GameCube was like 20 minutes slower.
I mean, I think Xbox on its own would be faster than GameCube, but then if
Yeah.
you do it'd be even faster most likely.
I don't remember how good my Xbox was run or my GameCube run was. It somewhat recent. It's probably like a 103 or a 104 compared to P. I think it was like a 123 final time or something.
Hmm. Not terrible.
Oh, okay. I made it. 5. This should be dragon number 5.
I would
Number
actually be
4.
so hyped to have in-person Potterthon.
Which one am I missing?
I think the one just like by the cauldron to do a return. I think just that one. Like right where you spawn in.
Yeah. I'm, uh, I don't know. I can't. For some reason, I can't think of where all 5 of them. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, by the starting area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Literally right.
I could not remember where that one was. Now that's just straight time save. Oh well, there were salamanders. Guess it isn't quite.
I mean, you did the salamanders though.
Yeah, but if there's ever mastery, then there's always an asterisk next to time save.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
What was my PB had like
enough.
3 extra cycles for salamanders, so anything worse than that is losing like 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes per. I think that's like the difference between like my PB and record. I think I do like 4 or 5.
It's more than the difference between me and record at the moment. If I had one less cycle in anything, that would have been enough of a difference.
Okay, hear me out. If we do in-person Potterthon, second stream, just full series. No? Okay.
That, I don't know. That's gonna be so many messy layers of planning.
Yeah. I don't think it's worth it.
I am not getting any latest on this one, am I? Oh, nope, that's a lap before. Ron, 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 thank you.
At least you got one.
Yeah, I got one. That's helpful. So, when I'm killing the salamanders, I'm always trying to get a Bublio. Or not a Bublio, Inflatus, which is stun them and then charm them once they're stunned and have the AI kill them. Because that's the hardest one to pull off. But next best choice is to use Lapifors, which is just to jinx them to death. Because Lapifors can only be formed on salamanders. I think a Bublio is the same, but a Bublio is pretty easy to get. Now, Inflatus can be gotten on mosques.
And you don't need many. You don't need many W's as well.
Yeah. Inflatus can be gotten on mosps. So even though I'm focusing on getting Inflatus on salamanders, that's the only one where if I'm not fully maxed out, I'll still like finish farm segments early. Ron, what are you? Gotta stun these guys first so that they're not a problem. What is happening? How are they not? Only 2 of these spawn. These guys don't respawn. Yeah,
Really unlucky.
That's really unfortunate.
Wow.
Yeah, and they just barely have to touch you to knock you out. Nothing.
So in-person Potterthon would be a week long. Yep.
5. Okay, make sure Harry gets his cards. Let's see where we're at. Bublio is done. Latest is done. Lapifors is almost done. Oh my god.
Phased almost.
Inflatus and Bublio are done.
Yeah.
So it's just Lapifors, so it's gonna be like 1 or 2 trips. So this is really good.
Yeah.
Probably should have checked Polus and Meliphors while I was there. I think I'm still pretty far away.
I can look at the bod.
That doesn't make... How am I that good on Inflatus?
Beats me. It didn't seem like you were doing.
It didn't... Yeah, it didn't seem anything different.
It didn't seem terrible, but it didn't seem. What about it, Ani?
I can't see that. Where are they? Oh, they're distracted. So leaving Urklings with a pumpkin on their head really bad for the AI because they get really distracted and don't pay attention to anything else. I need them to pay attention to other things. How did you take 75 damage in one hit?
Oh, he spawned. When he teleports, they spawn in the fire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really stupid. Alright, let's see. You had like a quarter for Meliphors and like 10%. No, wait. And like maybe a third for Polis. Maybe a bit less. Why is Vermiculus in between? That's really weird. Yeah. So like a quarter and for Meliphors, maybe a bit more, and like a third. Polis. So actually pretty decent, I would say.
Still need to get Aqua Recto. What's my backup? My backup's Forest, so I'll be fine.
Did you have enough Lapifors?
I don't think so. That didn't look like enough of the bar. I'll check again. I just kind of assumed I didn't get it.
That's fair.
One, maybe two more. That's really unfortunate. But there's no more salamanders in the rest of the game, so I have to do it.
Yep. This is the only place where they spawn infinitely. Well, they don't even spawn infinitely, where you can infinitely farm them. This and the other side of Prefect's bathroom as well.
But the other side only spawns two of them, so
I think 4.
four.
Or no, 6. 6. You can go to the fire again.
Oh, that's
But then there's the 2
pretty
as well.
far.
Yeah.
The two are closer than this because you don't have to deal with Urklings or pull down. Well, you have to pull down a bridge, but you don't have to deal with Urklings. So if you only need a couple, that's usually a better option.
I wonder if the 6 is actually faster, to be honest. The 4 aren't that much further. You have to pull down a bridge, but you don't have to deal with Urklings.
I didn't walk close enough to spawn the top one. Are they still not spawning?
It's really weird. That's really weird.
Where did he go? What is happening? Didn't want that.
Wow. Maybe you were one short, who knows?
No, stop. This is the
Wow.
one time I don't want them to cast on things.
Why are
They're
they
casting on
the
things.
charms? What the heck?
That might be done. We're gonna check.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't think that I don't think Galapagos has enough casts required so that it could be like look good enough, but isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like Polis, for example, requires like close to 100 casts or something, and there's only so many pixels shown. Guardian's still not done, but that's fine. Aqua Raptor's still not done.
Lapifors, Leo, Flatus. Done with Salamanders.
Cool.
We are ahead of a lot of time to lose. My PB is basically world record. I have a crash.
Oh.
I missed by 24 seconds.
Fair.
There's the dragon I was missing. There's the throw Nixo doesn't go for whatever reason.
Don't know why.
Okay, now this We're gonna spend a lot of time here farming Urklings. This is the worst farm in the game. It
Yeah,
is
actually, like
not fun.
a minute behind record. I think Nix's later farms just go bad. But like his early game is apparently really good.
My end game's probably better than his is too, just from the more
All the grinding.
any
that he's
percent
done
experience. Yeah.
Yep. See how long he takes.
Oh, I buy cards faster than he does too.
Oh yeah. He takes what? What is that? Takes almost 9 minutes on the Urkling grinding. I don't know what you normally take.
My PB is 42 here. My best is 630. I don't remember how good it is. These are fairly new splits as well.
Yeah.
I lost them all a while back. So we're going to be grinding just a little bit to the left, but I have to kill all of these because there's only so many Urklings that can spawn on the level. And if there's a bunch sitting over here where they can't be killed by like hazards in the stage, then it'll prevent how many spawn in other spots.
You gotta go for 1,000 points on Boober Tuber Fling, by the way.
Okay. We'll see what happens. I don't want to do that. I want to do that.
The other day I was in a call with Matthew, helping him with some HP4 stuff before his undefecta, and I just did one randomly, because he always struggles with it, and then I got like 1,200 points, without even trying. And he's like, I hate you. But this is the reason why he really wants the Urkling card equipped. Basically, because he has the Urkling card, the Urklings will never try to hit Hermione. They might accidentally, but they'll never aim for her. Which is really helpful.
And then this is the only like fast spot to kill Urklings. We don't have a good way to like exit the level and re-enter, so we do have to spend a lot of time just grinding for blue beans here to get back to Extremos.
Yep.
Now I will prioritize blue beans over pretty much anything else. They just help that much.
I think Polis doesn't give blue beans though. I think.
Oh no,
Orbis
it does. It just doesn't give maybe as many.
That's a good one. It definitely doesn't give them sometimes. Whereas like I think something like Orbis or Meliforce always gives at least one, if not more.
Well, this guy. Yeah, so right there, they just shot at Ron, but because I was standing in the way, I got hit and took damage and got stunned and all that. One funny little thing about this, if you kill multiple enemies and then try to take their rewards, all of the beans will spawn from wherever the most recent enemy died. So I can hit one of these chickens on like the right side of the screen and the beans will spawn on the left. It's really weird.
This whole game is really weird. $50 and $75. Another weird thing about the AI in this game, if there's these these pumpkin guys from casting Malphors on screen, sometimes they just really don't like to cast at anything. They'll just stand around. Sometimes they'll still cast, but other times they'll just do absolutely nothing the entire time.
So I'm losing time here. Well. I haven't been getting a lot of blue beam. It usually takes 3, sometimes 4 rounds of Extremos in order to get everything we need.
On the bright side, once you're done with this grinding, you're done with like most of the annoying ones.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of it. Yours is kind of annoying, but not that bad. And Ridiculous is pretty straightforward. Because of the just constantly having Extremis. Wow, that's really unlucky. You casted it the furthest one away twice in a row.
Nice. We got one. Just Melifors. Couple of Polis. This is not a fun position to be in because Melifors is a lot slower to get.
Yeah, that's why you really want to get them during the Extremis. But sometimes the AI just doesn't cooperate. This Extremis should give it. Wow.
As long as I...
Mine died though. Oh yeah, but you only need
Couple.
one more during the Extremis, probably, maybe 2.
Okay, I think that's enough.
And that will definitely be enough. 3, yeah, easily. I think you need 40 casts total for Melifors. We should really figure that out at some point.
Yeah, it's just tricky to do that because it's not the way that the game counts it isn't linear. So you can't just like find the start point, find the end point, find a formula.
Yeah.
Well, yep, we're done.
Yeah, this is the one way to check to make sure for sure you have it, because it will say mastered here. Because those bars are sometimes inaccurate. I wonder if it's if we had the code, we could probably find it really easily how many casts you need.
Maybe, yeah.
I guess the best way to do it would be to like get as close as possible to the number and then quit out, and it will tell you how many you've gotten so far.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then do it one by one until it's mastered.
Or just do one run where you just count all of them.
That would be really hard, especially like with the Extremis. Like you would need somebody to be watching it.
Well, I mean, the game gives you the numbers, so you just like go through the game while never skipping the result screens.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what you meant.
Yeah, I would not want to actually sit down and count because there's also a lot of borderline cases where it's like, did that count? Was that in Extremos or did it just look like it was in Extremos?
What really happened there? I guess you might actually have to do it without Extremis at all. I don't know what it would do for that. It could mess it up. which would be really annoying to do all of mastery without extremis.
Okay, how many points am I getting?
1,110.
Don't think I'm gonna get that high, but I will try.
I think the other day when I played it, I hadn't played this game in like months at this point, and I just went and I think I hit like my first 8 shots or something.
I do need to take some time to hit the dragon statues and gargoyles.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Get 500, do that, and then continue. Oh, that one barely missed. The reason he's aiming at this far left target is because it gives 50 points, and the other ones all give much lower. Like, I think the highest other than this one is like 15.
yeah. By far the easiest to hit with this, like, second one. I can
the
kind of
first
just do
one-
it by feel.
First one you can go over really easily. I don't think you're gonna make 1,000.
Oh.
Possible though. I wonder if you didn't miss a shot, if you could get 2,000.
Or a 3-player task of this or something. Where you're hitting the little ones because it's faster.
Yeah. With all 3 players, because you have to wait for them to respawn. So that would be really cool.
I actually had some pretty close calls on this recently. Like my first run that I did after I came back, I did not have enough time to hit all of the dragon statues.
Oh wow.
I missed the one in the far back. Last one.
The thing you were trying to hit.
The only level in the game that has 6 of a collectible for some reason.
Yeah,
All
rather
of the
than
rest are
5.
5s.
Yeah, that's actually really weird. Like, why would you do that? You know what I realized today for the first time?
What?
Right before my run? 7.1 DS has an in-game percentage counter.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to change the definition. Our definition's
assuming-
dumb. It's
I'm
probably
assuming-
pretty close to
I'm
the same.
It probably is.
Except we require,
The
when we
gold
made it, we
scores.
required the gold scores, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's part of it, though. Like, from that run... let me check from what I got on that run. But from my previous run, my previous PB, I had 81% completion. Any percent.
Any percent had 81% complete.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I accidentally grabbed a snitch, though, so... Oh, we should add a low percent category, because it has an in-game counter.
Yeah.
Where was it? It was this book.
I
Yeah, I
know.
got 71%. Oh, it also has playtime. It has an in-game time. What the heck? I didn't-
Wait, could that solve our emulator problem?
I don't. Maybe. I got a 115.45, which I got 115.46 RTA. So like, accurate
Whoa.
as hell. Story mode 71%. Spells unlocked 8 out of 8. Number of spellbook pages 12. Top grade potions 3. Golden snitches 0 out of 11.
So, yeah, I guess we have some rule changes to make, because if there is a percentage counter on that game, we should be following the percentage counter. This is kind of scary. This is leaning forward pretty bad.
Let me check how many of the goal scores I got. I got that one. Got that one. I didn't get Magic is Might, really.
Invalid?
What?
Oh, it's
Hundo.
it's any percent. That's right. That was your room. Was any percent, not
Dude,
100%.
the courtroom is insane. The target is under 10k, and I got 27,000.
Yeah. It's
God.
pretty much just like the first level that it's hard to get it on.
Oh, I didn't get silver dough, but obviously I wasn't killing everything. It's in the feel like it's twice as much. Yeah, so I missed 2 of them, and all the golden snitches, and obviously a bunch of the
Do you
skull.
How many pages do you get in that run? Just
You get
enough to
12.
power up the main
Yeah,
jinx?
yeah, just 12. Yeah.
Okay. I would usually like to grab 4 or 8 more, or however many it takes, to power up the stamina or whatever, the magic points.
That's fair.
It helps on some of those later fights.
That's totally fair.
Probably a bit slower, but
I don't know if it actually would be, because you do run out on like some like where if you were watching my run right at in the last level, there's those snatchers that you just don't have enough at the start of the level, and they don't die instantly.
yeah.
Also, nice invisible mushrooms. Nice, got them.
They're so awful. So there's one little patch there where mushrooms spawn, but you can't see them. You can only see like the particle effects around the mushrooms. You can't see the mushrooms themselves.
I'm gonna check if 7.2 has a percentage counter. Rip Hermione. You need HP4 to run through.
Yeah, I don't know why they're using Aquaructo.
Yeah, this game's stupid sometimes.
Okay, we got it.
Okay. And you still need explosion on the other one.
Yes, we'll just get that on the big one. It's really easy to do there.
Yeah.
That's the preferred method. So, um, there's a handful of big screw. So there's a difference between little scroots and big scroots in this game, which is kind of annoying. Um, but little scroots can be killed by just about anything. So Harry was throwing rocks up against one of the scroots, and that will actually deal enough damage to kill them. The big scroots, which is like the second one in herbology, or the ones in the third task, or the one we're going to now, they are completely invulnerable unless they're stunned. So, uh, we have to do some wacky stuff. Or yeah, well that I count that as a stunned. Yeah, you can't just hit them and have it work. You have to do something special, something extra. So, I used Extremos. Okay, I'm doing dragon.
That's fair. That's totally fair. I don't blame you at all. 7.2 did not have an in-game counter.
Okay. So I'm gonna come back to do the big scroot because the easiest, fastest, most consistent way to kill the big scroot is just to use Extremos and stand behind it and shoot. Which is the same thing that which is what I tried to do, but didn't manage to on the herbology one. Somehow I got Ducklifors on that. That'll work.
Doesn't look like 6 has one either, from what I can tell.
How did we just...
Wait a minute, what?
How did I just not notice that there was a percentage counter?
There's like a set of collector's cards in HP6.
Yeah.
What causes you to get these?
It's the mini games, isn't it?
Is it? There's 56 of them.
Yeah, like each level of each mini game gets you one. Or it's something like you have to trade the guy, or the guy shows them to you, or
This game is weird.
I don't remember exactly what.
Is it those one? Yeah, some of the mini games, like your reward is some wizard cards. I thought those were just like wizard cards, like the
Oh, yeah.
the game. Maybe it's that.
I don't remember exactly. I have to go back and look.
It seems weird. Nobody should ever play it.
I remember talking to Nixo about that when he did the first 100% run. It's like, I remember there being another collectible. Like, there was a guy you had to talk to that would give you some trophies or something. But he couldn't figure out what I meant, or I was misremembering. Something like that. Okay, I didn't use Extremos because I did it on the screen.
I was literally just messing around, waiting for Ani to fix the layout, and I saw this percentage counter. I'm like, huh, never knew that existed. And that in-game timer, I didn't even realize until the second time I opened it, and it's quite accurate.
Yeah, it was within a second. If that's accurate on emulator, like if it gives a different time than what an RTA timer gives, because we know that there's loading and lag differences, then that's really good. I didn't, yeah, not hit the there. I gotta throw this one.
Sucks that 7.2 doesn't have it. So it looks like he hit nothing there, but he hit the invisible ones.
Yeah, there's just a couple of particle effects that are sitting there, and that actually has collision, and it causes significant problems.
You could tell like they disappeared because he was like stopped moving and then was able to move.
There's a dragon statue over there I can hit on top. I'm just missing the one by the lilies. Oh, I'm doing splits really out of order. Okay, fine.
It literally doesn't matter though, as long as you do minis last.
Come on, dude.
And did he just stand? I'll be right back.
Okay. I have to be careful there when I'm loading into the level, because if I load in too fast, the drain from Extremos in the previous level will carry over into this one. And I will start the level with 0 Extremos. That only happens if you end a level while you are using Extremos. Still not getting that many. We'll get. Gotta come way. Oh, it spawned in early. Usually you have to walk really far down to get that Booba spawn. Really hope my Aquarecto's not. Okay, that's 5 of those. Should be set on the mushroom. Oh, I still have to go up here. If I got all the mushrooms. Oh, I was supposed to change cards and I never did. Guess it doesn't really matter anymore. Lavafor's there, just okay. Worst strat in the game, right here. The worst thing. Doesn't matter what anyone says. I don't care what people think. This right here. Single worst moment in the game. And I got it. Wow. It's really, really hard to get that boob to destroy both rows of mushrooms. Rows of mushrooms there, and you'll frequently hit the front one but not the back one. Really bad, so give some time. That's now we're gonna get the forest. The forest mini shield, that last mini that's been sitting there. We'll be done with forest, and then we'll just have herbology and a bit of farming to go. We'll be done. Or I suppose ready to go on to the end game. And just like we said, like an hour ago, the shield spawns right over here, and we just walk over and grab it. If we grabbed anything else last, it would spawn down by the dragon. It takes like a minute and a half to get. So here we get one of, I think, the most consistently annoying things about the game is your movement in is completed by the placement of the camera. Your characters cannot go off camera. AI can, but player characters can't. So, if you're thinking like, oh, we'll do a co-op run and we'll have Harry go do one thing to the left and Hermione do one thing to the right, the camera only pans out so far. And if it gets, you know, the two characters will get to the edges of the screen and stop, and they'll start like waving at each other like, hey, come on, move. Just cannot move any further. So as I'm going through this room, all of my movement is being restricted by the camera. It takes an extra second or two to cast on each of those lily pads because the camera has to catch up to me as I'm moving downwards on the screen, and it doesn't like that. So I have to go through that area twice. A nightmare every time. See if I can get the strat. A little trick you can do here to walk over this lily pad that saves a lot of time if I can do it. Okay. If you can get over these lily pads, AI will get stuck. Really useful. They get in the way. This shot. 5 mushrooms. Okay, good. Now I have to go through that same room again. All of that camera nonsense. Every time the loading screen like slow down, it freaks me out because this game is incredibly prone to crashing. And the loading screen slowing down and freezing, a sign that your game has just crashed. So every time it slows down, I keep thinking I'm getting close to a crash. And this game this game usually only crashes when you're entering levels, like on loading screen. Doesn't usually crash just in the middle of a level. Pretty nice. There's a couple spots where, but for the most part, it only crashes immediately after you've saved. So you're unlikely to like 10 minutes to a single crash.
I'm
But
back.
they still stuck when they happen. Hey, I got the worst throw in the game first try, getting both rows. The one for the right side dragon.
I've literally never gotten that.
I think that's the first time it's happened to me.
I literally never. That one's disgusting. You know which other one is disgusting? The one on the far right side of this map.
Hey, I got the clip that time.
Please tell me we have it. Please tell me we have it. Please tell me we have it.
We
Please
better
tell me
have it.
No!
I didn't add it?
No!
That's awful.
Unless I don't know how to spell. Check commands. No, it's not there.
Wow. That's a shame.
That's really Sadig.
Go steal it off of Nixos and make add it. Or
Can
SLS.
he add it?
SLS definitely can.
SLS gave me- Yeah. Teach. Let's go get my channel. I know it's there.
A lot of these lily buds have some weird collision. So you walk on top of or around some. Oh,
Let's go. Fast one.
my PB lost 33 seconds on the split. I wonder if you can guess which one it is.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
Is it slightly mad?
Is this?
It's slightly mad.
wonder if you got slightly mad.
I'm pretty sure I did. I think I missed it 2 or 3 times.
Can't believe nobody ever noticed the percentage counter still in 7.1.
Yeah. To be fair, there's only been a handful of us that have done that run.
Still. Like, even if you're not doing hundo, you could have still noticed it.
It just exploded.
Ugh.
Oh!
They
It's
spawn.
trolling me. There we go.
I think that's it. Yeah, SLS.
Losing a bit of time to get some mastery, that's always a good deal. Okay, that is terrifying. This is a 4-minute split, and this is my farm split, so...
That will be hard to beat.
And I am very far away. I'm... done with Orchidea. Orbis and HP4. Please spawn.
Let's go, we got slightly mad. You know you can just stay like up by where they spawn, right?
Yeah, and I have problems with them like going way up by the roof. That So the one nice thing about these guys is they drop a ton of beans. So getting back up to Extremos is you. And then while you're in Extremos, it's not too hard to just like stay at a high level constantly. Because even while the bar is draining, if you collect more blue beans, it'll refill the bar.
Why the hell is Seinfeld awake? What's your pace looking like now, by the way?
My what?
Your pace.
I am 23 ahead of Pete.
Nice. Only need to save 1 second. Okay.
I need to save, yeah, 1 second.
See what kind of time the mix is here. Ish. Or, I assume that's like less at least.
God, please. I think I'm losing a chunk of time.
That's sad.
I mean, this was just really good in PB.
Yeah.
Not much I can do about that.
gonna make it hard to record. At this point, you're gonna need really good HP4s.
Shoot. It's a dumb way to lose time. I don't need much more, so it'll be pretty decent. I get one or two more.
Don't get screwed over going to the shield.
Didn't get hit. Being in extremos helped, but okay. That right there is one of the handful of loading zones that likes to crash that isn't entering a level. It's quite rare for that to happen.
Yes.
Can't jinx myself if that's the last time I go through the loading zone. Crash on. That beats my 90% gold. $532. That is. Oh no. Okay, I didn't split in. Got. Got.
Yes, please, SLS.
No. Crashed. It's over.
Aw, rip. That's so sad.
And timer didn't unpause, so that happens. So I don't even know what the final time's gonna be. Oh, I crashed on second task. But I have to manually retime the end of the run. See what happens. Oh, I have to re-equip cards. Man.
Yeah, you can't get away with not doing it.
Oh, not that card. That card. we'll get the gold rating on this first, and then we'll come back and do some grinding to get the mastery we need.
Probably do it 5 times, something like that.
Hopefully not that many, but we'll.
Yeah.
Being this good on Vermiculus, being done with Vermiculus is actually pretty bad.
Orchideus.
Orchideus, yeah. Because it's a lot more likely that you get Orchideus than it is that you get Avafor.
Yeah.
It's the gold.
Flipendo!
So, in case anybody's wondering, why did I just say no to repeat the challenge despite going straight back into the Avafor's challenge? If you hit yes, it unequips your cards. So we have to manually exit and re-enter every time we need to do extra rounds of this. Which, pretty annoying. Save a decent chunk of time if we didn't have to do that. Orbis is close, Avafor isn't.
We did get a donation from Anonymous for $100.
Oh.
And they left a comment. Sriracha Gushers? Question mark? I have no idea what that means.
That was a really bad one. My eyes are starting to tell me I need.
Yeah, I've been telling me that as well. At least you're almost done.
Yep.
And then what? You don't have to be like for what? 5-6 hours?
Yeah. Something like that.
When are you back for PS1?
Yes.
9:30.
That was really good. I have to do this. If I get another good one, I'll be done in one. It'll take.
Hopefully one.
That'll be gold rating +4, which is pretty decent. That one's fake.
Hate when that happens.
That was really bad. That's not enough. Got one.
Ouch.
Missing something.
Oh no.
Uh, oh god.
You don't have. Wait, what? What was that? Herbology. What is that? Is it a shovel?
Dragon statue.
Right stuff. Is it the one right under here? It's under the staircase.
Okay, we got mastery.
Okay.
I do that all the time. I thought I made a point of hitting that one this time, but
I know in
whatever.
the story you were worried about needed to get the blue beans.
Yeah. We'll do tasks and then buy cards and then fight Voldemort.
Yay.
So one of the nice things about 100%, because we get all the dragon statues, they unlock some special cards for us. So each area that you hit all the dragon statues in gives you a different power up or like different advantage or something for each of the tasks. So by hitting all of the dragon statues in the in Moody's challenges, we actually get increased defense in the second task. So instead of taking 10 hits to die, it's 20, and it makes it changes it from for what most people is a really scary level to a pretty easy one.
Yeah, really chill. Also, we got another donation, this time from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Starlight Sims, who will be doing the next two runs, well, a run and a showcase, for $2.12, and he leaves the comment, $2,222? Which
You
is
missed
our
777. I was so bummed about that. Some
kinda
person.
sad that he didn't donate 234 and make it $2,222.22.
Oh,
Missed a really good opportunity there. So
we're at like $730 and somebody donated like 150. It's like, well, I guess we're not hitting 777 for Potterthon 7. Not like he would have any way of knowing the hidden plan in my head, but shame.
would that have been?
I don't remember. It was like $186
Oh,
donation or something.
it was during after Mike's invalid run. $186 because it's 186%. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. Remembered the number but didn't remember why it was that number.
I also don't understand because it was just 86%.
Yeah, it was just 86.
86%.
Maybe it was because of the way I had it on stream or something.
Yeah, Finn. Only minimum's $1. Unfortunate. I mean, you could always donate $1,111.33.
33¢.
Hit our donation goal.
Oh yeah.
Or a new one.
Someone go ask Emphas, maybe he'll do it. Hey, there'd be this really great meme, it'd cost you $1,000.
Imagine. And then imagine he gets like sniped.
Oh no.
I'm assuming Rookie is just completely dead at this point.
Probably.
I can't tell with Nixa because Nixa does the tasks before HP4s.
Yeah. The tasks are really consistent. Well, the second
Oh,
there's like
okay, yeah.
10 seconds or so I'd rather do
Yeah.
Avifors first. Not that I would reset that late into a run, but I'm sure there'll be a point where I get through Avifors and oh, I don't want to do the 15 minutes of
Final
tasks
task.
and card buying.
Looks like he finished HP4s around 217. 217, 15. Oh, like pretty. It seems pretty impossible. Wait, did you buy cards already?
No,
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
I bought a page and a half.
Yeah, just the
More
normal.
than I wanted to buy.
We got another donation from SOS, this time for $1. And he says, just for that comment, Liam, no nice total donation number for you. Kinda sadeg, but I did get an extra dollar out of SLS for charity, so pretty happy about that. And I'm assuming SLS put his money towards England, but I'm not sure, honestly. Actually, no, he gave it to Australia. I was wrong. For Quidditch World Cup team. So currently Australia's in the lead with $213.12, followed by Bulgaria with $201. Oh no, sorry, followed by the US with $215, followed by Bulgaria with $201, followed by Nordics with $183, followed by Germany with $141, Japan with $114, England with $28, and France with $10.
Poor friends.
The French are not good.
That was not a very
I,
good
I
second.
think I think there's about 25 million people SLS that would be very mad about that comment.
I haven't seen chat since I raised the volume on my game. I have no clue what's going on. So since Herbology, I have not seen.
He says, well, we own Australia, so it still counts as putting it towards myself.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are going to be pretty mad with that one.
There's only 25 million Australians that would be kind of upset. You know, I have a really interesting fact about Australia. It lists one of its states in its constitution as New Zealand. So if New Zealand ever wanted to join Australia as a state, it wouldn't have to pass through the Australian, like the Parliament in Australia would not have to give approval. They could
That's
just do it
clever.
unilaterally. Because they were originally going to be one country, but then they didn't.
Have you seen the subreddit of maps that don't have New Zealand?
I have not, but I imagine there's a ton of them.
Like, just think for a second where New Zealand is on a map.
Their time zone is literally like minus 12 or plus 12. Sorry.
Okay,
Also,
this
you got hit by that 3 times.
I know. I tried to slow down so that I wouldn't get hit by it again, and then I got hit by it twice. I had 15 seconds to save here. No, I don't. So this is just... Oh.
You're pulling a me from full series. During full series at this point, I was so tired. So, like, my eyes were literally closed as I was running through here.
Okay, I didn't get hit on that one.
Am I back? Hello?
Oh.
Okay. everything, all my internet just kind of dropped there for a second. Wait, Raku was banned?
Yeah.
I just removed it. Don't know
Why?
I don't know. I don't know why he was banned either.
General taxes.
We're almost done with this run, Paul, and we're like back on schedule, I think. Let me check. Next run is supposed to start in 15 minutes.
My timer's what? Huh?
What?
I am confused.
Why are you confusing?
I'm losing time on my splits that aren't moving.
What?
Oh, this is so bad. I totally fucked this up because I distracted myself.
God. Is that guy gonna go?
Yeah, it says I'm 2.5 minutes behind third task, despite my timer being frozen. I don't understand.
Are
Whatever.
you gonna get gold here?
Yeah. Just based on time, and basically have to die. Not get it.
I guess. It like assumes that you have no idea where you're going in the maze part. Like the actual ones. Now the great menuing that you can't do only on controller. Because this game is stupid. In more ways than one. To go page up, page down, you literally have to hit page up or page down on your keyboard. There's no button on the controller that does it. Like you would think like R would do it, and I assume on the console versions like that's what does it.
I think
But
so.
not on the PC version. Even though like the game has like an exe to like configure your controller, so like it natively supports controllers, but it just will not go page up, page down.
Would have thought my hands wouldn't want to cooperate yet.
Can you use mouse and keyboard while doing this? Because I think I could do this faster with mouse and keyboard now that I think about it.
I don't know.
Oh, hello there. Oh my god, Audie, you actually fell asleep.
I
You've gone
thought
for another
so.
5 minutes.
I thought so. Oh, I missed that. That's such a silly thing to miss.
Wait, which?
I don't have Orchideus.
That's ridiculous.
It was at the end of the Mospa grinding. It's like I don't remember seeing it.
That's ridiculous, though. Alright, Yoshi. That deserves a purge.
Come on. This isn't a hard one to get. One card awarded.
Wait, did that one count? Probably not, right? Because it gave the Orchideus, like animation, but you hit it with Inflatus.
Oh. Oh, it gave me the card, so that was the only card I was missing.
No, but like the one before, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I doubt it.
Oh, if it was the Inflatus animation, but it looked like the Orchideus particles, then it was Orchideus.
Interesting. Because like it was like Carpe, and like you casted or somebody casted, um, Inflatus, but then when it actually died, it gave Orchideus.
So if you've ever cast Herbivicus on one of the mosps, then you can never use Harpe, or you can never get what is it? Inflatus on it again. It'll always be Herbivicus, regardless of what spell it looks like.
Interesting. Also, the cards are nice in this because Ricochet Jinx, you don't have to worry about like the. You'll see or later today, Samfelf will be using Wingardium on these guys, but we have Ricochet Jinx can speak at 3 in the morning.
I think if you could do it really quickly and like get consistent kills, throwing them would be faster than jinxing them with Ricochet. But
Probably
it's really
last
hard.
one. Yeah. Ricochet is just really consistent.
What is going on? Roll view. It's kind of off.
Don't you love games that add a completely new mechanic for the final boss?
I'm usually way better at this.
Good thing you got the extra health.
Okay, spell's on the right side. No, it's not. Oh my god, what is happening? This is so bad. No one cycle because I can't control this today.
Too early in the morning. Too late at night. One of the two.
Just don't clip that about.
Yes, please don't. That was actually kind of close.
Yeah. Time.
GG's.
$2.29 real time. Okay.
Not the worst thing ever.
Yeah, 229 flat real time. Having to go back for the card and Ava4 has really kind of killed that. That had a solid chance to break record going into the end of the game. Oh well, that's still pretty good for a marathon run. Get to show off the new route we've had since last Potterthon, where we did it last time.
Well, congrats on finishing. What do we have next? Let's schedule. But I know it's gonna be SLS Starlight Sims who's gonna be redeeming himself for his horrid internet this time. Or was it
I
somebody else's
think it was
horrid
my
internet?
internet that was the problem.
Somebody's horrid internet, and he's gonna be running Harry Potter 2 for the Xbox, but 100%. So we've already seen 1 and 3 Xbox, and we just saw 4 Xbox, except played on a PC, but it's the same game. And now we're gonna see 2 Xbox. So we're getting all of them. Plus Quadrature Cup, which is the same as PC, which we'll see later too. So I think
That one won't be 100%. That one's a kind of a long run.
I mean, HP3 wasn't either, but
Yeah.
that's fine. But yeah, I guess we'll head to a break, and SLS will be back in a few minutes.